Welcome to our celebration event. In this event, we'll be providing the announcement for our officer application, the VP application, and the impact report of Apping Club. So now let's jump right into it. First, we'll have Jonathan Xiang to introduce himself as one of the newest officers for the project event committee.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Shan. I'm currently a sophomore at Postal High School in Maryland, and my passion is I code a lot, especially with like MIT App Inventor, Python, and Java, and I won the Global AI Hackathon hosted by MIT Raise. So with with Appen Club, I plan to further facilitate the effectiveness and impact of our chapter clubs to help individuals with no coding backgrounds to enjoy coding and innovating entrepreneurial apps to help the world.
Can we have a round of applause for Jonathan? And now let's jump to Rory Hugh.
Hi, I'm Rory. I'm a rising freshman at the Groton School in Massachusetts. In addition to STEM pursuits such as math or science research, I'm an Emmy-nominated journalist who's passionate about public speaking and sharing stories. At the Appin Club, I hope to lead initiatives that bridge STEM and the humanities, such as applying AI and apps to fields such as journalism, public speaking, or humanitarian aid.
Great, fantastic. And a round of applause for Rory Hugh. And then next, Justin Wong.
Hello, everyone. I'm Justin. I'm a sophomore at Lexington High School in Massachusetts, and I enjoy programming and experimenting with AI. Like Jonathan, I was an MIT Global AI Hackathon winner, and I'm a CS and AI intern. So for Apping Club, I will be a part of the project and events committee, and I will plan on teaching courses for Apping Club sometime in the future, probably related to like app development and AI.
All right, great. And then for our last officer for the project event committee, Ethan Dai, I'll be screen sharing his introduction.
Hi, I'm Ethan, a rising freshman at Phillips Exeter Academy, New Hampshire, and I am a passionate programmer. I just reached the USACO Gold level this year, and I am the winner of MIT App of the Season Award in 2023. So here at the Apping Club, I wish to do two things. First, in terms of myself, despite not being an AI expert, I wish the club could support my passion in researching about LLM and using them in my apps. Second, I also wish to organize tutorial activities so that a broader range and a broader community of members could change the world through developing their own apps, and the world would then benefit from our collective effort.
All right, now moving on to our publicity committee, we have Nancy Chen. I see that Nancy is currently in a car.
Hello, I'm here. My name's Nancy. I'm a 10th grader. I go to the Webb School of California. I'm interested in technology in general. I'm glad to be on the team.
And then for Jonathan Hong, he's gonna be joining as a trial officer as part of the publicity committee. So would you like to give an introduction?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Han. I'm a sophomore at Washington High School in Fremont, and I enjoy creating digital arts and media, and I have a passion for technology and app development, which helped me win the Congressional App Challenge last year. And at the Apping Club, I hope to bring creativity and technology to life through leading some innovative projects and expanding our community and mission through social media and other publicity methods.
All right, great. And a round of applause for Jonathan Hong. And now for our last accepted officer, Haley Zhang, as for the secretary committee.
Hello everyone, my name is Haley. I currently live in New York City. I go to the Chapin School as an upcoming junior. I have grown to have an incredible interest in mathematics and computer science and have won multiple rewards in both fields. I would consider my greatest achievement to be creating an affinity group for immigrants in our school because I mostly value the sense of community with others. In the Appin Club, I wish to expand this community by creating a chapter in New York to organize my project with other members and to create and progress on something that everyone is proud of.
All right, great. And a round of applause for Haley. All right, so that concludes all of our new officers. And let's give them one more big round of applause for everyone who applied. And well, congratulations for being accepted, right? And hopefully, we'll be starting this new journey and a new chapter with Apping Club. All right, now I would like to have all of the old officers and the directors to share their perspectives of Apping Club. So we'll begin with Richard Xiang as our only and still the next term as the VP of Technology.
So hello, my name is Richard Chong, and I'm a senior at Trimble High School. I enjoy tennis and programming, and one of my greatest achievements has been creating numerous apps like Snapcook with my partner and presenting them at Congress through the Congressional App Challenge, where we won the prize. And the Appen Club, I plan to help maintain the infrastructure such as the website and lead events focused on slightly more advanced programming topics.
All right, great. And now we'll be inviting all of the directors of the Project Event Committee and the Publicity Committee to share their presentations on what they want to do, their initiatives. So let's begin. We'll start with Jofi.
Okay, give me a second to load my screen. Yeah, so my name is Jofi Lin and I'm on the Publicity Committee. So a little bit about myself. So the main two fields that I'm interested in are biomedical engineering, particularly in the field of prosthetic development, and also computer science, particularly in the field of AI. This summer, I did an internship at Harvard Medical School. Particularly, I was in the Brigham and Women's Hospital unit. In addition to that, I also do piano and violin. I did ABRSM testing, and I play for my state youth orchestra's chamber ensemble. I also have a dog named Domi, and in May, you can see here, I met up with Tony at ICEF, so I attended ICEF as a finalist. So my journey with Appen Club is that in November 2022, I joined Appen Club as a general member. I attended various events such as those on using MIT App Inventor and science fairs. And because I really liked Appen Club's unique mission and what it did and what it stood for, I decided to apply to be a publicity officer to help spread Appen Club's mission and events. And I was accepted in July 2023. So as a part of the publicity committee, mainly what I do is I work with the team to create engaging promotional materials for events and workshops, which includes posters. And so as an officer, there are two initiatives that I want to lead. So first, I want to develop a research course that basically introduces students to the core principles and methodologies of research. So we teach them what research is and how to do research, and also incorporate the use of MIT App Inventor in that so they can know how to translate their projects into practical working applications. And as a part of the research course, I want to kind of offer workshops and hands-on sessions. And additionally, what I also want to do is I want to do some outreach to underprivileged communities such as Africa. And because children in those communities have different resources and different ways that they learn, I want to create a curriculum specifically designed to meet the unique learning needs of these communities. And this can be done by collaborating with organizations, organizing events, workshops, and mentorship programs.
All right, great. And for our next officer, we'll have Michelle.
Give me 1 second to share my screen. Okay, so as Tony just said, I'm Michelle Yang, and I'm not rising. I'm a junior at Matt Levin High School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So my interests outside of Appen Club include biology, neuroscience, and hoping to go pre-med for college. And some activities and awards are I won first place at the 2023 MIT Summer Appathon with my app EcoPlate, which focused on sustainable eating. And I was a national finalist for the 2024 National Chemistry Olympiad. And outside of academics, I play tennis and I play violin in my state or city orchestra. So my role in Appen Club includes being a manager on both the chapter club and project and event committee. I also established a local chapter club at my high school. I teach a lot of classes for the club, like different crash courses. And I also helped organize and attended the K-12 AI initiative at the Gen AI Summit this past May, I believe. And I help a lot with like interviews for chapter clubs and officers. So here's some photos, just me. This is me at MIT, me playing tennis. I also have a dog named Bailey. This was taken during one of my chapter club's meetings, and this was when my orchestra went on tour in Portugal. So some future plans. This is a very brief overview. So my main new initiative I'm bringing in is promoting women in STEM and collaboration with Technovision through that. And then obviously we want to continue to further develop the chapter club committee by increasing like the number of chapter clubs. And I still want to plan more educational events like through HQ and like the different in-person chapter clubs and further develop more curriculums. And here's just a more detailed view of my Women in STEM initiative. So I want to organize some all-girls led lecture series, which we have done before and gotten great feedback on. This is the second bullet point here is still, I guess, drafting, but I want to host like a hackathon or an appathon that's targeted for problems that women in STEM face, and a women in tech speaker series with like guest speakers coming in on Zoom. And then the fourth one is kind of along the same lines, but a more informal settings so that kids can ask more questions. And then obviously the collaboration with Technovision, which is a leading women-led, woman-owned IT consultant firm. So yeah, thank you.
All right, great. And then we will have Arya.
All right, let me share my screen. All right, hello everyone. I'm Arya Somasundaram, and I'm a director of the publicity committee here at App and Club. So these are a bit of some pictures about me. My favorite movie is Interstellar. This is me in San Francisco. This is me in front of one of the tall towers at Berkeley. And also I'm a varsity water polo and swimmer. So this is where I basically play my sports at. And I really like amusement parks. This is Great America, for example. So a little bit about me. Currently, I'm a senior at American High School. And in the future, I mainly want to go into artificial intelligence and computer science. So therefore, I'm going to major in computer science. So currently, right now, I'm a research assistant at Drexel University, where I'm working with a PhD student on developing cost-efficient AI models for natural language processing tasks. I'm also a project intern with an Amazon research scientist, where I'm working with LLM optimization for math-related tasks. And last year, I was also part of one of the students at the Cambridge Center for International Research Academy. So at App and Club, I joined App and Club as a normal member at November 2022 because I wanted to learn more about app development. And on March 2023, I was selected as a director of the publicity committee. So as a director of the publicity committee, I normally create posters and project proposals for App and Club events. And also I work with other committees to help them with their materials and project proposals to ensure the effective launch of our events. And some specific initiatives and contributions that I've had for App and Club are that I've attended 3 summits as an App and Club representative. I've attended the Gen AI Summit at Silicon Valley, the Gen AI Summit at San Francisco, and the MIT AI and Education Summit. At the 2 Gen AI Summits, I helped outreach App and Club, and I talked with different professionals. At the MIT AI and Education Summit, I helped prepare necessary materials for presentations, and I also communicated with educators to spread App and Club. So one future initiative that I want to lead as a director of the publicity committee is that I want to implement the official App and Club course to help App and Club members get started with MIT App Inventor and AI. So the plan is to basically create like a outline for some projects, some video lectures and activities for members to get started on, and maybe even hold discussions with other members and ask questions. And so the main goal for this course is to develop a full App and Club product for members to use and to increase member collaboration within the club. And the final plan is to hopefully outreach this course at upcoming conferences and also maybe publish this course at different companies like Udemy and Coursera. Yeah, and so that's basically about me. Thank you for listening.
All right, great. And now lastly, Zihan.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zihan Lee, a current project and event committee director, and I'm currently a rising senior at Pencrest High School in Pennsylvania. And today I'm excited to share with you all a little bit about myself. Some of my passions are lion dancing, as you can see from this photo. I played basketball on my school team, and I play volleyball on a club team outside of school. And occasionally I like to play piano and paint to relieve stress. And most importantly, I love la tiao, a very popular Chinese snack to eat. A little bit about my future direction. I want to go into business to specialize in business analytics or management, and I'm very committed to building a strong network within the industry. And I also want to go into computer science to learn more about machine learning AI research so that I can make contributions to the field in the future. And then after college, I hope to do a startup that combines both my business and CS skills. And then I've been a part of App and Club since its founding by Tianyu Huang in 2022. And from the very first round of officer applications, I knew this organization would provide lots of opportunities to learn, lead, and make a tangible impact on our community. So I've been able to increase membership and empower students to pursue education through app development. And my experiences have been incredibly rewarding. I've organized and delivered slides for various workshops, such as the Photo Gallery Workshop and Summer App Innovator Summer Camp Class 1. I've also created teaching materials for the March 2023 crash course and the Mayhem Innovation Workshop. And this summer, I also had the opportunity to be part of the Gen AI Summit in San Francisco and the MIT AI Education Summit in Boston. In San Francisco, me and a few other officers led the K-12 AI Initiative Room, where I networked with professionals to give App and Club some outreach and gave attendees there a presentation on AI in MIT App Inventor. In Boston, I just assisted with the necessary materials for App and Club and reached out to other educators at the summit. A little bit about what I do outside of App and Club is I'm currently a research intern at Temple University, where I focus on improving LLMs to better understand non-axiomatic reasoning, which is just a complex reasoning system. And then I also interned at Dreamwave AI, a startup in the Bay Area, where I just work with ML engineers to improve their model's image description capabilities. And yeah. And then for the future, there's one initiative that I'm planning to do, which is the sponsorship initiative. The primary objective of this initiative is to secure monetary sponsorships from startups that support our activities and stuff. And the sponsorships are designed to be mutual as we offer visibility and outreach. And we will identify startups in relative industries that are in their growth stages and are seeking marketing opportunities. So we will have our committee outreach to these startups with design proposals prepared. And then my goal moving forward is to maintain communication with our collaborators to plan future events. And yeah, thank you.
All right, Zihong. Okay, great. So now that all the past officers have presented, I wanted to just say one thing. This is something that I bet all the 4 people that have presented have been waiting for the past 2 months. I just really want to give out a thank you for all of them for your hard work for App and Club in the past 2 months by going through the rigorous VP election process, by creating numerous slides materials, and going through a bunch of stress scenarios. Now I'll be announcing the results for the new VPs, the first ever App and Club VP election. Can we have a drum roll? For the publicity committee, we'll be having Jofi Lin as our first VP of publicity committee. Jofi, would you like to say any words? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling shocked.
So tell me more, man. Don't just say I'm feeling shocked. You worked this for like 2 months.
Yeah, I'm very excited to take on my role as VP and do my initiatives.
Yeah. And then now for the project and event committee. Can we guys have another drum roll? We'll be having the new VP of the project event committee is Zihong Lee, the first ever VP for project event. Zihong, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling speechless. I really have no words to say. And I'm so grateful for this amazing, wonderful opportunity that App and Club has given me. And thank you all for my supporters.
All right. And now for Aria and Michelle, obviously they will be promoted as the head director of their following committees, aka Michelle will be the director for the project event committee, and then Aria will be the director for the publicity committee. And then later in the future for our next VP election, it will occur 1 year from now on. And if you all want to apply, well, you got to become an officer first. So apply to become an officer. Yeah. And aside from that, now I will be sharing our App and Club Impact Report. And yeah, so this is something that you guys are also probably waiting a lot about. So let me share my screen. Okay, so before we get started, I'll just be giving a quick introduction on myself. As you all know, my name is Ting Huang, or Tony. and I'm the founder and president of the Apping Club. I'm a student ambassador at the Apping Inventor Foundation. I'm also a LM research engineering intern at MassGPT, a YC startup. And currently, some of our recent activities include organizing the entire K-12 AI initiative at the Gen AI Summit, which we had 4,000 in-person attendees, and the overall Gen AI Summit has 30,000 in-person attendees. And I was also invited speaker at CMU's 82-183 AI for Humanities course. I'm also participating in a lot of AI curriculum development. In terms of my research, my main direction is LLMs plus neuroscience, bridging the gap between neurosymbolic AI and such studies. All right, so now on to our impact report. So first of all, you can obviously find us at our website at appingclub.org. And if you have any questions regarding our information, you can send it to appingclubofficer@gmail.com. Or if you have any questions for me or anything regarding the MIT App Inventor or the App Inventor Foundation, well, you can send it either to MIT Inventor themselves, or you can also send it to tianyi@appinventorfoundation.org. So first of all, I would like to define Apping Club as we are a global platform that provides free and open access to leading information in AI and apps. Obviously, we're a nonprofit organization, so meaning that everything that we offer is free and open source. So you can do whatever you want with the information, and we heavily encourage you to utilize Apping Club to allow you to elevate to the next level. In terms of our impact right now, since our launch on November 6, 2022, we have amassed 631 registered members and 471 members in our Discord server. We have impacted over 10 countries, including the following as listed over here. Our median age is 15, and some of our youngest members that sign up are like 7 years old, which is very, very intriguing to me. And then some of the oldest being around 22. Obviously, there were outliers such as teachers, but that is excluded from the equation. Another very interesting statistic that we would like to share is that 23.7% of the members that join have zero coding background. So they're joining here to learn coding from scratch. And then 66.5% are joining for general learning, such as expanding beyond their current experience with MIT Inventor, coding, or AI. And then 8.8% are here for further development, meaning that they have already been very experienced in coding or MIT Inventor, and they're here to pursue competitions and research opportunities. In terms of our gender statistics, we have 33.7 for girls, 62.43% for boys, and 3.87 as left unidentified. In terms of our engagement strategies, we like to mainly have 4 methods, which include our Discord community for hosting of our members into this community server, and they can share any questions or concerns, and for us to advertise our events. We have public events, especially in-person ones, for us to share and outreach to other companies, professionals, and also bring students the opportunity to meet with such industry leaders. We have socials, including Twitter and LinkedIn, which I will be sharing right now. If you haven't followed already, you should definitely follow our LinkedIn. I'll be sending the Apping Club LinkedIn page into the Zoom chat right now. And then we also have a Twitter account. So if you haven't followed already, you should definitely follow. But yeah, through these 2 social media platforms, we share all of our events and some of our updates regarding what we have done and etc. And then lastly, we have local chapter clubs. This is something that I'll be talking more in the future, later in this meeting, so you guys can create your own local chapter clubs, become your own local leaders. And then in terms of our major goals for this year, is 1, we want to establish and bring and expand our chapter clubs. We want to extend our impact to local communities. And we also want to support minority groups to really help them and uplift communities. We'll also be starting 2 of our main initiatives. One is the Apping Club curriculum, which is basically a curriculum that we will develop as an officer team to make this really good AI and app curriculum for early AI education. And then later, we'll be hoping to extend it to other organizations, nonprofits, and even school districts. Another thing is the Apping Club research team. We're currently trying to establish a very strong team of student researchers. We're aiming to submit to top-tier conferences, and also and the goal of this is for us to establish credibility, and then we can provide accessible research opportunities for all students, as we have recognized this as a major issue in the research world and academia world, where a lot of underprivileged students who are really talented at research are being undermined because of the lack of research and lack of opportunities to meet with professors and researchers to share their ideas out there. In terms of finding partners and sponsors, we'll be outreaching to companies, applying for grants, and etc. So as of right now, I would like to share some of our recent events. This list of events I'll be sharing does not include all of our events. I'll just be sharing some of the ones that we hosted that were like a little bit more impactful. So I have some pictures to show. So first of all, in spring, we had the winners in the Congressional App Challenge, and we gathered for club group photo and also organized a group dinner at a restaurant for club bonding. In this event, we're able to establish the partnership with App Inventor Foundation after our meeting with Natalie Lau, who is the executive director at App Inventor Foundation, and Purna Ravi, who is a PhD student at MIT. Next, we had the Apping Club Spring Crash Course. I wanted to show this because we have seasonal crash courses, meaning that in the fall, we'll have our Thanksgiving crash course. So definitely tune in for that. And then we had the Gen AI Summit San Francisco 2024, which had over 10,000 in-person attendees from across the US, and we organized the K-12 AI Initiative. In this initiative, we welcome special guests such as Fiona Ma, Yang Sao, and Vincent Zhou, which are respectively very, very honored guests. And then we hosted several events, including the Media Corner for speaker interviews, the K-12 AI Room for project exhibitions, and several events such as Keynote with Professor Xi Chen, a Stanford student panel, a MIT Afternoon Workshop, a Future of AI panel, and some team bonding as per almost every single in-person Apping Club event. So if you come, definitely be having some fun too. And then next, we had the CMU lecture. So in this lecture, I was invited to give a talk about LLMs and MIT Inventor, and Michelle Yang, one of our officers, also came along to share some of the stuff of how to use MIT Inventor in AI. In this workshop, I covered how to effectively analyze a paper, going through the paper DETR. If you search it up, like DETR papers, you should definitely instantly find it on Google. It's a pretty impactful paper on CNNs, and yeah, check it out. Very interesting. And then most recently, we had the MIT AI Education Summit. This event had over 400 in-person attendees from across the world. And in this event, Apping Club had over 5 teams who got accepted for poster presentations. So we meet up, went on some team bonding session as for any Apping Club in-person event. We had a pretty nice tour around MIT, and we also I presented the UI UX workshop for the Hack the Climate, participating in a student in AI panel with Professor Eric Kelpler, Jitanji Rao, and other winners. Oh yeah, and then also I presented a paper on Apping Club. And then for some of our officers, they were able to volunteer with the MIT App Inventor team in their workshop. So that included like Aria, Zihang. And now, as for Apping Club, I should probably showcase some of the apps that we have made, right? So first of all, EcoPlate is actually made by Michelle over here. And this app is an application designed to help sustainable living practices by providing a huge amount of information on what you should do for specific behaviors. And next, I want to highlight Smart Vision, which is an app with live image processing to detect your surrounding and provide orientation data to visually impaired individuals. For research showcase, I would like to highlight the research done by one of our officers, Yofi Lin, DR detection with machine learning, and then one of our other member who won first place, Andrew Liang, with access Parkinson disorder severity. And then for future events, this is probably something that you guys are very interested about. For our fall event lineup, first, you guys are participating in the Ascend 2024 event right now. And then in September 2022, we'll be having an artificial intelligence one-on-one podcast with Bosco Yu and myself. This will be a collaboration between the Gen Z Fastlane and Apping Club. And then in October, we'll be launching our Congressional App Challenge training camp. And then during mid-October, we'll be inviting several elite college students to participate in a college workshop to help you guys with your college applications and also to provide some suggestions on what college life is looking like. And then in November, we'll be aiming to launch our Apping Research Initiative. And then in November 1st to 3rd, if you're interested, you can feel free to check it out and come in person to the Gen AI Summit, where we'll be hosting another K-12 AI initiative. So let me exit out of the slide real quick. This is the event, and it will occur on November 1st to 3rd. Apping Club will be organizing the K-12 AI initiative for this event. This event will be hosted in Silicon Valley, at the Santa Clara Convention Center. If you're interested, let us know, sign up. We'll also have a discount coupon. So yeah, so if you're gonna buy the ticket, don't buy it. Use the Apping Club code. We have the discount coupon. And as usual, in November 28th, we'll have our Thanksgiving crash course. And then in December, we're hoping to release our Apping Club official curriculum. So for two of our most major initiatives, I would like to share a little bit more about it. For our Apping Club research team, the goal of this in the end is to connect high schoolers with experts, because we identify that a lot of researchers actually are willing to help students. And that's why code mailing works, right? Some students will be just sending out a huge amount of code mails and hopefully a professor responds. So we know that this works, but it takes a huge amount of effort for that to happen, because you might have to send out like hundreds of emails. To simplify this process and expedite it, we want to connect with those experts first, and then having them to connect with the elite selection of high schoolers, to simplifying the process and providing more opportunities. Second, we'll be having our more experienced members and officers. We are more experienced with research, and we might have time to guide and provide training to younger members who are interested in research. And obviously in the end, we aim to submit to conferences and hopefully get accepted. Another thing is the student-teacher collaboration. Since right now in the US, there's no early AI education curriculum, and all of the major foundations such as NSF, Apping Foundation, UNESCO, they're currently pushing the integration of early AI education. We also want to collaborate with such foundations and nonprofits to bring across these curriculums to schools and to teachers. But how can we effectively do this, right? One, we need to have the curriculum. Once we have the curriculum, if we can get connected with the US Department of Education, we can push out the curriculum to districts. But once it's in the districts, it will be like an optional choice for the teachers, like, oh, do you guys want to teach this? Do you guys want to add this new course to the school? In order for the teachers to want to add it to the school, the teacher has to want it. So, and how do we reach the teachers? Then we need the students. So you guys, as the students, just share the curriculum with the teachers and also share it with your friends. If both the students, the teachers all want it, then it's very easy for us to integrate it into the school. And this will be massive if we can do it. So there's something that we require your effort, everyone's effort, to make it happen. In terms of chapter clubs, I've been doing pretty well and it's currently growing. We have 20 chapter clubs across the world. Obviously, most of them are targeted within the US and they're provided in this list. So feel free to look at it. And the purpose of chapter clubs is to make local impact. Since Apping Club as a global club, we as the headquarters do not have the power to go to every single state and go in person to provide a real local in-person impact. So we want to have your support and your help and assistance to make that happen. We heavily encourage you to create your own local chapter clubs in your school, if not in your local region, to make a powerful impact in your friend group, in your local district. And how can you do so? You might be wondering. We have the chapter club application form. I'll be sending the link to the chapter club application right now. And if you guys are wondering for the additional information, you can just press this and it'll take you to the chapter club, how to start a chapter club at your own high school, which is a complete guide on what you should do. So definitely feel free to check that out. And yeah, it's a very simple application form. So just complete it and we will look at it. And then if you get accepted, you'll receive an email. But yeah, so that's how you can start your local chapter clubs. All right, I think that concludes most of the presentation. And then this is just for us to honor some of the past terms officers. Most of them have stayed. So yeah. And that concludes my presentation about the September Impact Report of Apping Club. If you guys have any questions regarding any of the information I've presented, feel free to ask it in our Discord server. And yeah, we hope to see you in our next event, probably the AI 101 podcast. Have a good weekend, everyone.